Welcome back, everybody. 5-2 last week, and that includes a loss, an epic collapse by North Carolina, where they were up 18 points in the second half against Louisville. We were getting 5.5, looked like a sure thing, but Louisville comes back, beats North Carolina in overtime by 10. We lose, but still go 5-2 on the week. So let's carry that momentum into this week. 7 more games to get to you. We'll start in the Big East, and this is a game all about tempo as Georgetown heads on the road to take on Villanova. Both of these teams, two of the slower teams in the country on Ken Pom ratings, and both of them are efficient on the offensive and defensive side. What does that mean? Well, it's going to be a possession-by-possession game. You're going to see a lot of the shot clock being drawn down, each team really looking to score. The points will be at a premium. Both coaches will utilize their timeouts. Don't let any runs really get going. Nobody will get too far ahead, which is kind of weird because Georgetown won by 20 in the first meeting earlier in the season. Georgetown now has to go on the road. You know Villanova is going to be hyped for this one, but I still think it'll be a tight game throughout. Villanova wins, one of the most balanced teams in the country. They're looking to get that #1 seed, and if they keep rolling, they could do that. Watch out for Josh Hart. I think he has a good game against Georgetown here today. Villanova wins. Georgetown, though, covers that 9.5-point spread. Let's head to the Big 12 now. TCU, 1-8 so far in the Big 12. This will be their 6th straight game facing a ranked opponent as Oklahoma comes into town. Oklahoma on a roll. They lost a couple of games, now bounce back with 3 straight, dominating their opponents by over 19 points per game in those victories. Now they go to a TCU team. Oklahoma wants to keep this going. I think they go into the Horned Frogs' home court, which is orange, by the way, and they absolutely have no atmosphere there. And Oklahoma rolls, take them -4.5. Buddy Hield, he's playing some good basketball for Oklahoma as of right now. Leads the conference in points per game and is actually scoring more in conference than he was out of conference. Oklahoma -4.5. Yes, TCU's court is orange. The Utes, on the other hand, as we head out to the Pac-12, they're all red, kind of like this shirt, and they are playing good basketball as of late. Coach Chris Kowiak preaches defense with his squad, and they have answered that call. The last 7 games, they're averaging opponents 52 points a game. Yes, 52. The Utes play great defense. Colorado, on the other hand, 11-10 on the season. In their victories, they average 80 points a game. Yes, 80. You're thinking, oh, that's a good offense. But in their losses, under 55 points a game. So if you get a good defense against Buffalo, they don't score. Utah has a good defense. What does that mean? Look at last game. Utah holds the Buffs to 49 points, wins by over, I think it was 25-point victory. I don't expect that huge of a margin, but I still expect Utah to win this one. Take the Utes -5 as they stay 1 game behind Arizona in that Pac-12 race. Arizona has Arizona State, so it could even be a tie after today. Who knows what's going to happen there. Finally, let's look at American Athletic Conference, a big one here. SMU at Tulsa. SMU lost Thursday night at home to Cincinnati to prep for this Tulsa game. Maybe they had their minds in another place. But now you have a quick turnaround. Just 2 days, you've got to go on the road to one of the best teams in the conference, well, the best team in Tulsa. The Golden Hurricanes have not lost in 21 conference games. They're on a roll. And remember, this team was everyone's darling last year going into the tournament. Everyone thought they could be a sleeper and make a nice run. They got a terrible seed in 13, had to play UCLA, lost in that opening round. Danny Manning leaves to Wake Forest. But this Tulsa team with 5 returning players, they've come together. They continue to play great basketball. They're at home this afternoon. You know the crowd's going to be going. You know they're going to be ready for this one. They want to show the world what they're all about. They beat SMU, who has that cloud over their head, NCAA allegations. They're kicking players off teams. Other players are taking leaves. I don't want anything to do with SMU. Take Tulsa today, -1. Now, finally, wrap things up with some quick hitters. Does anyone think Florida hangs with Kentucky this afternoon? I don't think so. UK wins double digits. Take them minus the points. Notre Dame versus Duke, part 2. These two teams played just 11 days ago. Notre Dame coming away victorious. They played some great defense, making anyone else but Okafor beat them. Okafor got his points, but still, they have the remedy to beat this Duke team. I think Notre Dame keeps it close. Dukies win at Cameron, but give me 9.5 points. Finally, the degenerate special of the day. I hit last week on the Summit League. Let's stay there with IPFW. This team was a sleeper pick for many people coming into the Summit League. Didn't play well didn't play well earlier in the season. Lately, they've picked it up. They just beat South Dakota State. I think they continue to roll at home. Oral Roberts, this is their 3rd straight road game in the Summit. And the Summit is tough to play on the road. You have climate changes, you have altitude changes going from Utah and Denver to South Dakota, North Dakota, now to Indiana. I think the Mastodons win at home. IPFW minus 2.5 in my degenerate special of the week. And there you have it, everybody. Hope you enjoy the video cast and hope you win this afternoon as we march towards madness. We'll see everybody next week.